Welcome to Cultura Latina. This week we pay tribute to Latin America's African heritage through the magic of dance and physical expression from schools in Mexico and Peru.
Follow the music, admire the art, place yourself inside historic architecture. Every week, here on teleSUR English. Welcome to Cultura Latina.
The collaboration between a Guinean and a Mexican celebrating African dance has become a powerful tool for community building for women in Mexico City. Come see. Mumilatu Kamara is praised as the preeminent female instructor of Guinea dance in the United States. For decades, she has been teaching and sharing her art and her love for it, not only to citizens in the US, but also to people all over the globe. She has made various trips to Latin America and Mexico specifically, where she is collaborating with a dance instructor, Asami Gomez. Gomez has dedicated nearly 15 years to African dance, saying that it has been an important and growing space for women in particular to build community.
My name is Muminatu Kamara. I'm from Guinea, West Africa. I live in the US, and my job is a dance teacher. So I said to myself, okay, I have to travel to go some way to teach the people the African culture, the Guinea dance.
Yo me llamo Asami Gómez. Mi oficio es ser maestra.
In Western dance, it is considered that to dance, you need to be of a certain weight, you need to be thin, and you need to have certain aesthetic requirements. Africa gave me the chance to find my body, a different form of beauty, and even more so with the trip to Guinea, which for me was a very strong to see large women dancing like gazelles. And to see as well the contemplation of aesthetic beauty from a different perspective.
Bailando como gacelas, ¿no? Y ver también la contemplación de la belleza estética desde otra perspectiva, ¿no? Si quieres ser bailarina de ballet o si quieres ser bailarina de conte.
If you want to be a ballet dancer, or if you want to be a contemporary dancer, the no you can't and yes you can begins. So the fact that anybody, whether they are tall, short, skinny, or fat, can do African dance opens up possibilities for people. When you invite people to African dance, there is a rupture in movement. Ballet is the opposite. It is static and perfect in that sense. But here I think one of the things that happens is that you connect to liberty, and it produces a cathartic process when you start to dance.
Y se hace un proceso como muy catártico, ¿no? A la hora de bailar.
In my work, I become aware of this process. I see what moves and why, what happens when you listen to African percussion, what comes alight inside each woman, and I feel that it opens spaces of communication and expression.
Y siento que justo, ¿no? Se abren como espacios de comunicación y de expresión.
I'm very happy to show them more my culture, what's the meaning of my culture. And then the dance we're doing, what's the meaning, what ethnic group. It's like in Mexico too. Here, it's so many dance. Every dance they're doing here, it's mean something. When the drum play, they don't play for you good. You're just gonna dance, but you don't gonna be happy. But when you dance happy, you have to give them your heart. You have to come to thanks to them, and then put in your heart to say, I'm be with you guys. This is my heart. You understand what I mean? It's my heart. The dance is my heart for me. I'm gonna keep dancing, telling God to take me. I don't gonna stop dancing.
Gracias a esta propuesta.
Thanks to this artistic perspective, I found my self-esteem again, my quality of life, my destiny, and my vocation.
Mi destino y mi vocación, ¿no?
The dance, I'm going to tell you, the dance put the people together. It's not broken people, separate people. The dance put the people together.
Africa Ye is an idea that contemporary Latin identity includes Afro-Latin slave culture within. Now we swing down to Lima to join dancer Alejandra Sanchez.
Alejandra Sanchez started dancing when she was just 4 years old. Although she has African roots, she didn't start in one of those loud Creole parties that Peruvian black people used to organize, but in a classic ballet school. It was just 2 years ago when she began listening to the calling of the Afro movements and when her body began to talk about all those things that she has always rejected. In order to continue the experience together with others, she created Africa Ye, a group that fuses contemporary dance with Afro rhythms. Through Africa Ye, Alejandra invites others to have the same experience that she had.
De alguna manera Africa Ye busca eso, ¿no? Que la gente encuentre
Africa Ye tries to help people to find that black person that every one of us has, because in this country we all come from all races, and feed ourselves with that fact, with positive energy, with a desire to do everything right, without needing to repress others, because no one has the right to do it. We all are the same human race, so that black, Indian, white, we are all one.
Negro, cholo, blanco, somos uno.
Taking the fluidity and technique from contemporary dance, jazz, and classical ballet, so as to strengthen the movements of African rhythms, the proposal of Africa Ye goes further than the waving and flirty movements that are typical of the traditional Afro-Peruvian dances. It even bases its choreographies on music from different countries.
Nuestra sangre, nuestros ancestros fueron separados por todas partes.
Our ancestors, our blood, was spread everywhere, and in fact, they arrived here. I identify myself with my culture, with my Afro-Peruvian dances, but I like to find it, the main thing where everything started, which are our African roots, and then I think that from that point depart all the movements to all the other countries.
Creo que de ahí parte todos los movimientos hacia todos los demás países.
Christian Reategui was born and raised in Chincha, a locality which is known as the cradle of Afro-Peruvian folklore. There, he learned to feel and love the black traditions which make him happy, he says. He assures that African music is freedom and that percussion is a source of magic energy that takes over the performer. As a percussionist, Christian joins Africa Ye for its public appearances and puts the typical Peruvian ingredient into the music.
Cuando llegaron los primeros negros de Angola y Nigeria, traían tambores.
When the first black slaves arrived from Angola and Nigeria, they brought drums. Drums were forbidden in Peru. That's why they started using barrels and crates. This started it all. That's why Afro-Peruvian music incorporates a lot from the crate sound. Crate is made of wood. Later they opened the hole on it to get the sound. That's more or less what I have learned.
The main members of Africa Ye are young people who joined the group after already having a diversity of previous dance experiences. Guided by Alejandra Sanchez, they have had to learn to get rid of any kind of pressure, prejudice, or insecurity, to let themselves enjoy, have fun, and experience the joy that the performance of African rhythms brings.
In the African dances, you have to experience rhythm a lot. In classical dance, everything's more square and it's not necessary to experience each song. Dance in Afro is exactly the opposite. It's most of all sensations and feeling the music, to move in the way which your body tells you. It's something more fluid that comes from inside of you.
Africa Ye gathers in its name the spirit of the Orisha deity Aye and turns it into street interventions, invasion of public spaces, whose goal is to communicate to people who can't go to the theater a clear message. We are here, we are this, we are proud to do what we do, and we are part of your culture.
Thanks for watching. Next week we'll discover the vivid colors of Latin folk art. See you then.